Hi, this is Adele Katsia and I'm posting for the City Hill Divorce Support Life Group Facebook page. This is part 7 of the Emigration series that I'm currently doing. So as you know, we've got this file and we're preparing a thick A4 lever arch file for the attorney and the advocate in order to present it to the High Court to prove that your request for immigration is valid and you've thought it through and you've got all the evidence to prove it. So we've covered things like apartments, arrival planning, banking, budget, living expenses, crime statistics, and the next thing is education, schooling. So I had been to Canada, I had visited Toronto, and whilst I was there I had gone to meet with a couple of daycares and I had registered Olivia in one daycare. So I had the registration form, I had my proof of payment for the deposit that I'd paid, and I could show that I had made an effort and that I was serious about it. I had also plotted her education path in Canada. So from her daycare facility, because she was not at a school-going age yet, I only went to the elementary school and I took photos of it. I didn't submit an application form, but I did download the information about the school to show that this would be where she would go to primary school, elementary school, and then plotted where she would go to high school, as well as what other education she could have after school, whether it be college or university. And then I also ranked Canada in terms of where they were in the world in terms of their education. And there's a lot of stats on the internet where you can say, you know, these are your top 100 schools or not schools, sorry, top 100 countries, and Canada was right there. They were 3rd or 5th, and so between 3 and 5 they would either be like 3rd for science and 5th for other things, but they were right on top. And South Africa in terms of education was really down in the 50s and 60s. So it wasn't a big stretch to show that in terms of Olivia's education, she would be in a better position being educated in Canada than in South Africa. So yeah, consider that. It's one of the things that you have to provide. That's remembering the court looks at what is in the best interest of the child, and education is a primary area that they will look at. So if you can prove that you've thoroughly thought that process through, it'll go a long way to saying, you're serious and this is not something that you're doing, because one of the key things you're going to come up against, I don't know if I've mentioned yet, I might have forgotten, is the opposition will use parental alienation syndrome against you. And proving that you have done everything that is in the best interest of your child, that is one of the things that you're going to need to do in order to prove that you're not bringing in parental alienation syndrome into this immigration request. So that's kind of it for today. Okay.